Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do an oil change on a 2006 Lexus RX 330, and I think it's the 3.3 liter. We're gonna verify that when they pull up, whatever. But I got all the tools that I'm gonna use. Let me show you guys. All right, so the tools that I'm gonna use, most likely I have a feeling is a 14 millimeter to take off that the drain plug, and I do have an extension, so a breaker bar. If it's too tight, I have a longer, I have a breaker bar. I could break that loose, but this is a short one. Make sure you have a breaker bar with you, because sometimes it be really tight to come off. I have a filter wrench that I'm going to use to twist it off. Hopefully I'm in luck with it. Usually I have one of these. I had a whole set. I can't find my other ones. I don't know if this is the size to fit the filter and I could just twist it off easily. I'm not sure, but this size right here is at like 65 millimeter to 67 millimeter filter wrench. So I think it'll be easier if I use one of these, but I can't find my other ones. They got different sizes. And as I said, I don't know what size, so keep watching the video. We're gonna figure that out. I also have a funnel. I have my oil catcher over here, oil catcher right here, and I'm gonna be using ramps. Over here I have my ramps. See my 2 ramps right here? So that's what I'm gonna use. I am ready. It is hot. I'm waiting for the person to come and, so I could get down to business. Stay tuned. Let's get into the video. Alright, so they're going to use this filter right here, PH3614. This is the Fram Extra Guard 10,000 miles protection, and they're going to use 5W30 motor oil, which is this right here, Castro Edge 5W30 advanced full synthetic, 20,000 miles protection, high stress performance, whatever they say on here. But yeah, this is the oil they're gonna use, Castro, guys. Let's get it. Alright guys, I'm back. So we're gonna take this cap off right here. It's 5W30 motor oil. You can use Castro Mobile 1, Pennzoil, any oil that you prefer. This is a V6 3.3 liter. Let's remove that so the oil could fluctuate, easier to flow. Alright, so let's get to the bottom. Alright guys, so here look like a few screws, screwdriver right here, most like a 10 if you want to take off the whole tray, whole plastic shield, 10 millimeter, and a screwdriver, guys. Alright, so here I used the 10 millimeter, took off this excess to the pen right there. I'm not gonna take off the whole thing, I'm sorry. I'm gonna show you guys when I finish taking this whole shield off. I'm gonna show you guys where the filter located. So as you can see right there, I'm just using my 14. I got my pen, as you can see, just to break this loose. I swear they be making everything harder. Feel me? Just like that. Got it. Feel me? Trying to get a good angle for you guys. I know it's kind of hard to. Right there, you see it? So alright guys, to make the video more clearer and better for you guys, I removed that little tray. Like, I don't know why they make it like that. I think it's so stupid, but it is what it is. You feel me? So So here we go. There we go. Whew. Look at my hands. I need some gloves. Need some gloves. So here we are, draining the oil. You feel me? Let that flow out. In the meantime, this is flowing. I am gonna clean my hands up, of course, and I'm gonna get down to the business by taking off these bolts to get to the filter. And it takes 5W30 quarts, 5W30 motor oil, and like 5 quarts of oil. It's not that much, 3.3 liter. So once again, this is a 2006 Rx350 Lexus Rx330, actually Rx330 Lexus. So there we go, already drained the oil. Now it's time to get to the filter, guys. Alright guys, what I basically did, I didn't take off the whole thing. Just 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter there, and I think what I took off from here, was it a screw? If it's not a screw over here, it's a 10 millimeter right there. So make sure you just have a screwdriver with you and a 10 millimeter, and you will be good. So just take this first part off. You could leave these right here. If you want more access, you could take off the whole thing, but we are not going to do that today. So there is the filter right there, and you already know it's lefty loosey, righty tighty. So let's see which one of my filter wrench will work to take that off. Alright guys, so I basically got it. None of my tools right there could fit it, so I still have this. And what I did, you got to use your both hand. I'm sorry that I can't really show it on camera really, but you hold it on the black spot and just take your time. Just take your time and go left. So basically clamp it on the black end, like so. Not all the way to the orange spot. You don't want to bend it, you don't want to crush it. So just hold it at the black spot and just take your time. Take your time, because space is limited. Take your time, guys, and just go left with it. I already broke it loose, as you can see. Let me remove this, get this out the way. So you just take your time with it, guys. Ooh, making a mess. I made a mess. Well, you just turn it left, just like so, guys. I don't know why they made it like this, I swear. Well, it's not that bad. I've been through worse. There we go. Got it out. It is up in there. So as I said, just take your time. Make sure you clamp the end part, which is the black part. I'm gonna show you guys. So basically it's shaped like this. That's how it's holding up in there, like so. And you grab it from the end. So you grab it like this and you just twist. Just take your time. Take your time and go left to break it loose. And twist it. Take it a little time to twist it. And eventually you'll get it. So just take your time, ain't no rush. But I got it loose. And time to put on the new one, guys. You're gonna make some mess, leave some mess. But it is what it is. No rubber seal up there, so you're good. You don't want to double gas it to cause no oil leak. So got it. Alright guys, so we are going to use the Castrol Edge full synthetic, advanced full synthetic at that. And what I usually do for put on, install the filter, the new filter, we are going to use the Fram, of course, PH 3614. So what I usually do, I bust this open, you know. As you can see right there, what I usually do is get some oil and just lubricate the seal. That's what I usually do. Then I install it back. So that's what I usually do, guys. Alright, so we're gonna put it back up in there, and all you need is to hand tighten. You don't need no tool to tighten it back up. Just a perfect hand tight, guys. So should turn on the light, but you guys can see from here, right? Just hand tighten it and you're good to go. You just use all your manpower and that's it. Easy and simple as that, guys. Alright guys, time to install back the plug, and this is, make sure you put on the new washer. You feel me? First you're just going to hand tighten it and just give it a little snug, and that'll be good. Make sure you don't cross thread it, so be careful you don't cross thread it. You feel me? Be careful you don't cross thread it. Alright, there we go. I hand tighten it first all the way in, and then I'm going to use the 14mm to tighten it up, to like just give it one little snug. But make sure you hand tighten it first. You do not want to cross thread it. You feel me? You don't want to strip the threads, so make sure you hand tighten it first, guys. Hand tighten it first and you should be good to go. So now basically gonna give it this little snug. And that's good enough. That's good enough. That's it. Don't need to go all the way. Don't want to strip the threads. Just wipe the excess oil off the pan. Just spray some brake cleaner. And you're good to go. Now let's get to the top. So looking good. No leaks. Hi guys, so we at the top and you already know what we using. Feel me? 5W30 advanced full synthetic Castrol. Let's go. Alright guys, I have a little incident. I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. So as you can see, let me see if you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see. My light is on. You see the excess oil down there? Alright, this is what basically happened. So I was using the funnel. I was pouring the oil. It was taking a while for the oil to go down into the pan. So it was basically flowing over. It was flowing over. I don't know if you guys could see it. It was flowing over, and of course it made a mess and it spilled. It spilled the whole 5 quarts spill. You can see all that on the floor. That's oil spill. So be careful with that. This is the first time I'm doing this oil change, and oh my gosh, not supposed to be this way, but I'd rather show you guys the raw footage. Make sure you take your time. Take your time. I wasn't in a rush, but I didn't expect that was gonna happen. You feel me? So every oil change, you have to make sure you take your time and inspect what you're doing. So when I'm pouring the quartz in here, I'm gonna take my time so it go into the engine and not flowing over and on the ground. So I had to send her to basically get a new get another 5 quarts of oil. In the meantime, I'm gonna take my time and put all these back up. I'm gonna wipe it down as much as possible, and then I'm gonna put this rubber piece back up, guys. This plastic piece, not rubber, but plastic piece back up. Alright guys, basically what I did after putting back on all the plastic piece at the front, I make sure I drain the oil to make sure no oil is in the pan, and oil was in there. It was like 4 quarts of oil in there. And the reason why I did that, because you don't want to overfill. You don't want to overfill you don't want to overfill your motor with oil, because that could also damage your engine as well. Just like having low oil could damage your engine. Overfilling your motor with oil could also damage your engine. So I make sure I drain it out and put back on the drain plug. So when she came, I poured a full 5 quarts in, and I checked for leaks and everything. So but that's the first time that ever happened to me. It could happen to anybody. It's the funnel that I was using, but it's just the way how the motor is, the setup. You know, when you pour in the oil, you got to take your time. If you do it too fast, it's gonna come up and it's gonna start spilling on the ground. So keep in mind, keep that in mind, and keep checking. And please take your time, and pay attention what you're doing. I caught that. It could be somebody else who probably wouldn't catch it, but I caught it. Saw the oil that's spilling on the side and end up being on the ground. So I'll start up. I put everything back. Your light is on in there? It's in the maintenance. Alright, let me see if I could reset that. Alright guys, I got a 2006 Lexus RX330, and I'm gonna show you guys how to reset the oil, the maintenance required light oil reset. So you see this button right here, say ODB trip. Make sure it's on ODB. Let me show you guys when I turn the key. So in the middle it should say ODB, just like that. So what you do, you hold that button down while you turn the key, and once you're holding it down, turning the key, you're gonna see some dash going by. So let's do it right now. There you go. You see the dashes going by, and it's gonna reset, guys. 000, it reset. So that maintenance required light is not there no more. That's how you do it. So remember, it have to be the settings as ODB. So turn it off, start it up. No more maintenance light. Easy and simple as 1, 2, 3. So make sure it's on ODB. Make sure the car is off. Once the car is off and you hold down the ODB trip button, hold it down, then turn it to the on position. Do not start the car. Just turn it to the on position while you're holding the button down. You're gonna start seeing some dashes, and once you see the zeros, boom, it's reset. Piece of cake. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe. I appreciate the love and support. Peace. Bye bye. Take care and God bless.